This is a true story. A long time ago, on Staten Island in New York, kids used to whisper about a man named Cropsy. They said he lived deep in the woods, not far from the old Willowbrook mental hospital. The story went like this. Cropsy was once a normal man, but something happened to him. Some said he worked at the hospital. Others said he was one of the patients. After the hospital closed down, people said he stayed behind. Now, he lived in the forest, hiding among the trees and old buildings. They said he had a hook for a hand, and he only came out at night. He would wait for kids who wandered too far from home. If he found you alone, he'd grab you, and you'd never be seen again. At first, most people thought it was just a scary story, a made-up tale to keep kids from going out after dark or sneaking off into the woods. But then, something terrifying happened. Real children started to disappear. One of them was a 12-year-old girl named Jennifer. She was sweet, quiet, and well-loved by her family and friends. One summer day, Jennifer didn't come home. Her parents called her name, knocked on doors, and searched the neighborhood. Nothing. No sign of her. They put up flyers. They begged for help. People in the community joined search parties, looking through parks, streets, even the woods near the old hospital. Still nothing. Jennifer had vanished. And she wasn't the only one. Other children had gone missing in the same area. Some were younger, some older, but they all had one thing in common. They were last seen near Willowbrook. Now the Cropsy legend didn't feel like just a story anymore. People began to wonder, was there truth behind the tale? Years later, police arrested a man named Andre Rand. He had once worked as an orderly at Willowbrook when it was still open. He lived in a camp in the woods, near the ruins of the hospital. When police searched his area, they found strange things. Some of the children who went missing had been seen with him. Jennifer's case was one of them. He was put on trial and found guilty of kidnapping. Some say he did more far worse. But not all the children were found. Not all the answers were given. That's when people began to look back at the Cropsy story with new eyes. Maybe the legend started because of Andre Rand, or maybe the legend was already there and he stepped into the role. No one really knows what came first, the myth or the man. But one thing is clear. Even today, people say strange things still happen near Willowbrook. They say there are tunnels beneath the ruins. Dark, cold, full of shadows, and sometimes late at night, people hear sounds. Footsteps, whispers, screams that don't have a source. Some say Cropsy is still there, not Andre Rand, the real Cropsy. A figure that lives in the dark corners of the island's memory. A warning, a ghost, or something worse. In Staten Island, kids don't just tell this story at sleepovers. They believe it. When the sun sets and the wind starts blowing through the trees, they stay inside. Because in their town, when someone says Cropsy's coming, you lock the doors, you close the curtains, and you pray he walks past your house.